Bitcoin is closing one of the most important weekly candle closes we've seen since the crash to 59K. The problem for the bulls is that almost every major time frame is still showing signs of weakness, and if this bear flag confirms, Bitcoin could be setting up for another massive move towards $50,000. But if the bulls can reclaim a few critical levels before tonight's close, this entire bearish setup could start falling apart. And before we go over the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade I gave you guys on the last Bitcoin episode. I was seeing a head and shoulder pattern on the 15-minute time frame, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Gave you guys this entry at around 61,850 with the measured move taking us down to about 60,855. Not only did we hit that, but we went as low as 60,755. So that's over $1,000 win. Congratulations on whoever took this trade. This is a big win for the flex candle community. Now let's start off here with the weekly chart. This candle is closing in about 3 hours and 15 minutes, and right now we're holding good support at the 200 moving average. That's at $62,025. The stochastics RSI are still on the way down, and we had a red candle here before. So far now we're starting to get a green candle. If this could close here green within the next couple of hours, maybe this could be the beginning of a tweezer bottom, and usually when we have tweezer bottoms we tend to go upward. Now the 21 moving average is currently at 72,260. In order to get bullish again, we would have to get back above this 21 moving average. Now a possible setup here could be a double bottom, one bottom. Maybe we start forming a second bottom here, and this is what gets us back above all these moving averages. But if we can't get back above this 21 moving average, more than likely we might lose this 200 moving average and we might be falling down lower. Now overall, you guys know I have this in a bear flag, which already hit more than half of the measured move. Ultimately, this could be taking us down to about 50K here. This is another bear flag setup that I have in another time frame here in yellow, but right now we're talking about this white one here. So we have to keep in mind that this bear flag is still active unless we could get back above the top of this range here. Now we head over to the 3-day chart. The stochastics here are low. Now I'm worried that we might roll over here. We've had 3 candles in a row. This candle also closes today in about 3 hours. We are far away from the 21 moving average at 74K, but we are going sideways here. This could turn into another bear flag. We need to get back above this 21 moving average as well. On the daily time frame, this is also closing. This is where I have that second bear flag that you guys saw on the weekly that was in yellow, and so far we've been tracing this. We're trying to get out of it, but if we cannot get above this 21 moving average at 67,420, it looks like this bear flag might play out, and this bear flag has the measured move taking us to about $46,500. Now we were very far away from the 21 moving average, and we never really went up towards it. The 21 moving average started coming down towards price, so this is leading me to believe that maybe this bear flag is going to play out once this 21 moving average catches up to price, and we might be rolling over. Look at the stochastics are toppy. This looks like it's going to roll over. This is also a red candle that might close like this tonight. This could be tweezer tops, and when we have tweezer tops, look at this green, then a red candle, we usually come down. So this is a possibility as well. So right now things are looking bearish for Bitcoin. On the 22-hour time frame, stochastics are also toppy. This looks like it wants to roll over. 8-hour time frame, stochastics are toppy. We're barely above 21 moving average, but look, we got tweezer tops. We're starting to roll over. We need to hold this 21 moving average at 63,166 as support. If not, I do see more downside. This does look like a beautiful double bottom here. This could be some type of elongated cup and handle. We got to get above this 50 moving average at 65,596 to start making some noise here for the bulls. On the 4-hour time frame, stochastics are on the way down, but we still need more time to reset. I'm liking that we are above the 50 on the RSI and we are pointing up, but we're getting rejection off of this 80 moving average here. Ultimately, we have to get above this 100 moving average at 65,640, and ultimately to really get bullish, we need to get above this 200 moving average at 71,482. If we do make a move up, I can see us going to this 200 moving average and then possibly rejecting from there if we're going to remain bearish. In the 1-hour time frame, stochastics are resetting here. We're pointing up. The RSI is also pointing up. I see an inverted head and shoulder here in the RSI. We have been able to stay above the 200 moving average. That's bullish, but I'm not liking this M pattern that brought us down, and now we're below the 50 moving average. We need to get back above this 21 moving average at 64,270. We've been struggling to get above 65K, and on the 15-minute time frame, the stochastics are toppy here, and it looks like we're getting a rejection off of this 200 moving average. Now this could be a possible inverted head and shoulder here. Left shoulder, this could be the head. If we get rejected, maybe we create a right shoulder, and if that's the case, the measure move to this could break us to about 64,750 or so. But again, this is not guaranteed. We have to create the the right shoulder. We cannot lose this 21 moving average. If we do, it looks like we might have more downside. So guys, overall right now, I'm still neutral to bearish on Bitcoin. We definitely need to get above this 200 moving average, pretty much at 71,482 in order to remain bullish. Even if we make it to 70K, I'm still not convinced. We need to get to 72, and ultimately that crazy resistance we've always had at 74K and 76K has to be broken. Other than that, this is just a bull trap, which I think will eventually break us down to 50K or lower. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.